Hey metalheads, welcome to another Metal Academics Battle of the Bands. Who's battling it out this time?
Witchery versus Devin Townsend featuring Fast as a Shark.
All right, Fast as a Shark.
Everybody knows this song, right?
Yeah,
you know
so.
it. I know it because it was made so far back as 1982 by the very, very famous and very, very loved band Accept from Germany.
Favorites.
Yes, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. We will have an episode on Accept for sure. And we're going to start up by playing a snippet of the original, which again is from 1982, their album Restless and Wild.
Which is another song, right? Restless and Wild, isn't that?
You know, that's Sacred and Wild, and you're thinking about a previous Battle of the Bands, which you guys should definitely check out, facing off Powerwolf and Epica. But this is Restless and Wild. Probably they are,
Too wild.
Very long self-referencing part. But I wanted to start by playing the intro riffs of the Accept version. However, they're not going to be part of the competition, so don't say the original is the best because they're just here for the reference.
Yeah.
So let's...
And also, we should note that YouTube disabled the little voting feature that we could vote. I thought that was fun, but so now just let us know which one you like better in the comments.
Voting is in the comments. So let's hear.
German.
So that was roughly the first minute of Accept, just to get into the mode. This is one of the best songs in metal history. I think it's been ranked at least in top 30, if not even higher, by all sorts of rankings over the years. So it's very obvious that many bands have covered it. And the two ones that I chose are giving a very different, I think, interpretation of the original. And actually, the Devin Townsend suggestion comes from one of you guys. So thank you so much for bringing this up because I thought it was spot on. I'm thinking though to start in chronological order and look at Witchery's version first. This is a version from 1999 and it comes from Witchery's very first musical production, which is a short album that launched this extreme metal band from Sweden into the metal scene.
Yeah, I haven't heard of them before.
Again, they're into the more extreme metal, and they're actually quite funny because it's all about death and burning, but it's quite humorous as well. However, we will not listen to anything else by them, I want to say, but this particular cover version from 1999. So it's Witchery, a Swedish extreme metal band that referenced Accept.
All right, Fast as a Shark.
Fast as a Shark.
Yeah!
So that was Witchery.
Is that in part of the original song?
Yes, at the very beginning, they reference directly the opening of the Accept song. You hear that children's song. That's a very famous children's song from 1830, I believe. So it's a very traditional song that Accept wanted to put into their song as a contrast with the text of their own.
Right. I thought the end of that song is another Accept song.
Yeah, no, I think it's the same, except the entry and the exit come from the original, and so they kind of bring this referencing this cover directly into their own version. So that was one version. That was one take. And this is, again, the song was released in 1999, but this is the remastered version from this year. No, from last year, 2019. So the sound quality was updated, so to say.
It's I don't know. I think thinking about the original, and I don't know, because I know they changed singers at some point. But the guy
this is the origin. This is Udo Dirkschneider, one of the hardest names to pronounce in metal.
The guy they have now, he's got such good screams.
Yeah.
So when he plays, like, it's wow.
Yeah, Udo has a lower voice.
So I missed that a bit in this version. So I'm hoping the vocals in the next one will be a bit.
This is different, definitely. So the next version, the next cover, the ones we're gonna battle it out. Devin Townsend brings a, I would say, rather different take, both in comparison to the original and in comparison with Witchery. And that happened in an album from 2016, Decades of Destruction, which was a compilation commissioned by the music magazine Metal Hammer to commemorate 30 years of their activity. So they brought together lots of contemporary bands, including Sabaton, for example, to compile a list of classic metal songs in a new interpretation. And Devin Townsend was commissioned, or basically took upon himself to reinterpret Fast as a Shark.
That's like in the last Battle of Bands with War Drum, it was Metal Hammer that did that 30 years to 1984.
That's a good reason, I guess, to bring people to think new in terms of the classics of the history of metal. So that's what we're going to listen to. And again, just a couple of words very quickly about Devin Townsend. He is from Canada, and he both sings, plays the guitar, produces music, has been active for a very long time, having various bands and various projects, but he's particularly famous for driving and assembling different groups of artists around his name. So the Devin Townsend project is probably what is his most famous achievement.
I've heard the name, but I haven't heard so much of his music.
Me neither before this, but he definitely has lots to give, so maybe we'll hear more of him later. But for now, just Fast as a Shark in his interpretation.
Streets of church clock beats, midnight darkness all around. You better beware, you better take care. Be prepared.
like the ending.
That was fast, and I like that bass at the end, doom, doom, doom. Again, you could hear around minute 2:20 when they put in that speed guitar. I mean, this is probably the song many people credit to the birth of speed metal, both with a double bass drum and with the extremely fast shredding on that.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
As I was saying about the vocals, I think this gets closer to their sound now with the
the screams. Yeah, he's a higher pitch guy. So yeah, different pace. This was also super fast, right? Like you could feel the breeze, and I think this is the signature sound of Devin Townsend from what the little that I have listened to and what I've been reading. That he's like this kind of wall of sound kind of guy. He's like putting it forward. I guess this is the reason why he chose or was selected to play this song. So we've heard two covers of the very classic Fast as a Shark, Witchery versus Devin Townsend. Who got it best? Who played it best? You cannot vote in a poll as you used to. You have to go to the comments. But do share your thoughts, and do share your thoughts.
Yeah, Devin Townsend for sure. To be fully honest, I'm not a big fan of this song in general. I'm surprised that you said that it's been such highly accoladed. It's a good song, but not definitely my favorite by a long shot. It has this kind of speed thrashy Motorhead-ish type of sound, and I like it, but it doesn't rank up there super high for me. So I'm not really either a fan of both, but between the two, definitely Devin Townsend, because it reminds me of, I wish I knew his name, Accept's new singer. When that guy hits the mic, your ears bleed when it's live. It's awesome. So yeah, Devin Townsend. What about you?
I think I will also go with Devin Townsend simply because I like much less. Like it's not about the voice as much for me, but I like the guitar licks. They really come in nicely. Even though I really like Witchery's like heavier sound. So it was difficult. I obviously listened to this before preparing for the battle of the bands with you guys, and I was really torn, but had to make a choice. So it's Devin for my end. But yeah, let us know what you think.
Absolutely. I think also one of the things for the Devin Townsend version is it cut out that beginning part, which is something that when...
You know, they got a lot of flack. Actually, this is a bit of trivia, but this song, the children's song, the very classic children's song, was also a pretty used marching song during the Nazi era. And the guys in Accept did not make that cultural reference. But when it was out, they've got a lot of criticism. So I think a lot of people would like to get rid of that,
Probably.
that little children's song at the beginning.
But it's just, I don't know how y'all think about that in general when they have these, I think it's good when you're listening to the album.
Yeah.
Kind of, then it fits. But when you're just listening to the song and it takes like 45 seconds to kick in, it's kind of just like fast forward.
Well, it played a role for them, but again, since we listened to this too many times, I don't know. I also like when they scream. As I think anyone who's been on this channel for some time would know that both Michael and I really love the opening screams.
Yeah, definitely.
We have several great examples, and this is one of them, and we'll have some new ones coming up for you, so stick around for opening screams that make your hair rise.
Yeah, I got a few in the pipeline. So until next time, may your swords stay sharp.
Oh, I wanted to do the sword. I'm all about the sword, but no, I will just say, may your quest end in glory.